Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to my 10-day wire ring making challenge. Now be sure to join the Facebook event page where you can share pictures of your wire rings as you make them. And at the end of the 10-day challenge, I'm going to be drawing one winner to win my wire art course and also a custom-made item from our Etsy shop. And if the contest is over, no fears, you can still share pictures of your work in the event page on Facebook or join the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club. Today we're making a really cute little kitty ring. So what you're going to need for the kitty ring are your tools, a ring cone, 18 gauge wire for the kitty, some 24 gauge wire for wrapping, and a couple of 4mm miracle beads. So you don't need a huge piece of wire. This is about 6 or 8 inches, and you're going to take your flat pliers and bend this up here and up on the other side. The size is totally up to you, depends on what finger you're putting it on. So we have our starting point, and then you want the ears to be pointy, so you're going to use your flat pliers to get a good little bend on the ears. You could make a template for this, like a wooden jig, but I find it easier with the pliers to get a nice crisp bend. You're not going to get that nice crisp bend with a jig. And so once you have these pointing down, here you have your basic shape. If you find one ear is a little bit shorter, just kind of wiggle your pliers up and get it around the same size. Doesn't matter if it's perfect. And then you're going to get your round pliers, and these are bigger round pliers so you can get a nice curve. If you don't have larger round pliers, you could even use the end of a pen if you need, or a crochet hook or a knitting needle, just something that's going to give you that nice round edge. I find it easier with the pliers because you can wiggle it around and get it the size you want. So now we have this basic shape with the kitty head, and the wires are going up there. And then what you want to do next is you're going to curve these wires out. So take this with your pliers and curve these out to the side, sort of not quite halfway, maybe a little higher than halfway. Okay, so we have this, and then wiggle it around, make sure it's even. And then what you want to do is wind that middle part with a smaller wire. So I'm going to use contrasting colors. You could use the same color if you wanted to. In the previous sample I used all silver, so this is just a 24 gauge wire. And what you want to do for that is you're just going to twist it around here. It serves two purposes. One is to hold the wires together, and the other one is just to make it a little more decorative, and it almost gives the impression of whiskers. And that's something that's important in design, is things don't have to be super obvious, but they have to be, you know, sort of give an impression of something that you want to portray. So if we want to suggest that the cat has whiskers, this is a way to do it. In fact, you could, in theory, put 3 pieces of wire and then stick them out so they look like actual whiskers. You could definitely do that if you wanted to. You could definitely like just continue these out and tie them around here so they look like actual whiskers. The thing with rings is you don't want too many loose ends around, so the key is to try to make a piece with as few ends as possible, because you don't want you don't want sort of loose ends all over the place. And so what we want to do now is we want to finish so the wires are not like poking your fingers. So let's clip them at the top here. We're going to clip them here and just get some really pointy cutters to just get that end in. You really have to get it in there. And then this one too, we're going to clip that. Okay, and then what you want to do is you can kind of pinch those ends in. So that's easy so far. So here's our cat head so far, and all you have to do now is stick on your 4mm beads, and when you put them on, you're going to see they're going to stay in there, because you have to kind of, here you have to push it up a bit like push that wire up a bit to get it to push in there, and then push it back down. So now they're nice and securely in place. And all you have to do, I tried it two ways. I tried once with the wire being behind, and then the other time I tried with the wire being on top of the cat face. And I think I like the look of it better on top. So we're going to just hold that, bring it around to the back, bring it around here to the back. And there's a few different ways that you can finish it. I'm just going to finish it very simply. So we're going to just take our little pliers, our little round pliers, and hold this here, do a little twist, try to do it as tightly as possible. You don't want a big loop at the back, okay? And then you can even like pull it a little more if you have to, and clip it, because we really want this bit at the back to be very discreet. And then this one too, the idea is to get them somewhat centered at the back. So same thing, we're going to hold this here and just do like a little loop. I'll show you from underneath. Do a little loop here, give it a little push, pull it tighter if you want it tighter. So for a smaller loop, clip it. And then, of course, you're going to use your flat pliers to push this right down. And then if you have to like wiggle it so it's flat, you can do that. And then always the finishing touches, I put it like around the ring form again. And this is somewhat adjustable, and because it's 18 gauge wire, it's going to be pretty sturdy. I wouldn't do this with 20 gauge wire. So we're going to go like that. And then what I'll do is in a next video, I'm going to show you a different design where I finish it a little tighter, like I wrap a little wire around the back. I'm going to show you that in tomorrow's video. So there you go, the cute little kitty ring. So there's with the wires over top, and here's with the wires underneath. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And be sure to join the Facebook event page for the 10-day wire ring making challenge. And if the contest is already over, no worries, you could still share photos of your work in the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club on Facebook. I'll link it up below. And if you'd like to check out our wire art and jewelry on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. And if you'd like to join my mailing list, be sure to sign up below and I'll send you a free copy of my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.